That was Savior Tears, or Miko version from Astrophysics. Feeling DJ, feeling BJ. Okay, mga. So yes, I have a long weekend because I requested for an off on Sunday Philippine time. A long weekend. So as usual, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. Fly. XP. And then let's put the line chat on. Anyway, so I guess next time I have to learn how to market myself. Not be in Filipino, pa-humble. That was too much. Sige na, XP lang. Hello. How are you doing? No, I cooked spaghetti today for the family and I haven't tasted it. It's the usual.
He might feel a little pissed.
You know, I only added pepper, ground pepper, no salt, because people might have I don't wanna be the reason why people get kidney problems. Oh, hello, how are you doing? How are you doing, man? Anyway, I've been trying to become a better, communicator by really expressing empathy and acknowledgement. So yeah. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I did my laundry days ago, but I'm still gonna do my laundry on Sunday.
Over here.
Another test subject.
That way the washing machine wouldn't have to work on a very heavy load. I wonder how else I can save money on laundry detergent and fabric conditioner. I actually got 25 kilograms of laundry detergent. It's good, man. Buying by bulk saves money. I'm not the only one using it, so it's a good buy. Since I'm not the only one using it, I think once every 2 months is a good it's a good interval, and yes, once every 2 months. But I can buy I can order for longer than that because there's so much of it. Yeah. I'm overestimating the need, so that I would not underestimate the cost. I think instead of being pessimistic, I should be more, I should think more like I'm preparing rather than to think that I'm worrying. Because that's been the state of my mind for a very long time now. I've been worrying. That's why I don't really enjoy life.
Nice and spicy. Calm down.
Do you know the scene in The Last Samurai when the guy said too many mind? Yeah, it's pretty funny, but yeah, too many mind, too many worries. Yeah, but I wanna go out on Sunday, so I'm definitely gonna wash my clothes.
Another test subject.
Let's see. I swear, it's for medical research. Be amazed.
Too many worries. Yes, too many worries.
Nice and spicy.
You know, I've been the one doing it to myself. I'm I'm the one dementing myself when worrying. And in my mind, I think I'm right. Because I'm defending myself using pessimism. So I always think that something bad will happen so that I wouldn't have to be disappointed when it actually happens. Yeah, I think that's a form of resentment towards life, no? Lol. Resentment towards life. Yeah, I gotta stop that. I'm just making myself feel bad. And I hope I'm not being a downer for other people. That's why I keep quiet, no?
Oh, ow. Where did that come from?
You know, instead of complaining, I am a freaking suck up. Freaking suck up, man. And then who knows if, you know, the people in charge or other people will actually listen to me if I don't speak. Well, I got so used to it. But it's not an excuse, no. I'm so used to it, I always do it. But that doesn't mean that I should keep on doing it forever. Freaking. You know, I really need someone in real life to tell me when I'm being a suck up. Oh yeah, and you know, I told my manager the other day, when I told my manager the other day that if they're gonna tell me, if they're gonna correct me, I don't want I don't want them to be laughing. You know, I know they mean well. They mean well. You know, they don't want me to feel bad, but it's gonna be sending me mixed signals, you know. If I see them laughing, I'm gonna think, oh, it's okay. It's okay because they're laughing or they're smiling. But oh no, I don't expect them to actually change. I mean, even I like to laugh things off. It's been a bad habit of mine. Well, you know, no, I wouldn't feel bad if they don't. I'd probably be laughing too, laughing along. It's pretty funny. And I was rambling the other day. I was telling someone about, I know get annoyed with people. I just don't tell them. I don't tell them because I might be wrong, and then I might realize later that I'm wrong. I always think they mean well. Sometimes even if I know they mean well, I'd still get really pissed. But the important thing is I don't act out. I don't act on it. I don't act or speak on it. Because I might regret what I'll say or do. And yeah. Even to people who are not authority or not my superiors, I'm like that. I never express myself. Then again, I think that's because of the past, what I experienced in the past. And again, that's called resentment. Even if they're not the ones who, even if they were not the ones who did it, or maybe resentment and being judgmental. Well, to justify it, I'm saying, I tell myself I'm being careful. Because I never know how people will react to what I say or do, so I'm very careful. I have no idea what their skills are. I'll just go with this one. I don't think I'll get anything. Ayan. Oh. Oh, well, you can go to sleep whenever you want. And thanks for dropping by. I don't think I'm streaming on Sunday, Philippine time. So, that would be like Saturday night. Saturday night for ya. I don't know, man. You know, I see bikes. Man, I wanna buy bikes. We already talked about this the other day. Man, I already have one. I have two actually. One is very old and one was given to me 2 years ago. You know, it's still fine. It's still fine. So I'm gonna keep on using it. No. Well, yes. The frame and the brakes. And the wheels and axles are smooth. You know, I was talking about it the other day or the other week. You know, not really brand new, but newly fixed bearings. So very smooth. They must have been never this smooth for 20 years. Like how much do those bikes cost? Let's say 70 US dollars. Talk me out of it. Talk me out of it. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't really dream big. Maybe I shouldn't dream big. Meow meow. Meow meow. You know, I don't think I passed the interview. I think I passed off someone who doesn't have a dream in life. Booyah. Damn, bro. Priorities. Priorities. Yeah. But was probably seen. Yan. No ambition and no strength of character. So next time I shouldn't be like that. And you know what? I really find it hard to pretend, you know. I don't wanna pretend that I have. No. I know I'm no big shot man, but just because I don't talk like that doesn't mean that I cannot do the job or that I'm gonna give up. You know, maybe they thought I was just gonna be someone who's gonna leave eventually. Platform. Platform. Putik yan. But I think I surely passed the exam. What the frick? Sorry. Meow meow. Man, you know what? Maybe I should have, should have, like, tried to sell myself more. Tell them that I'm not gonna leave. I wanna stay in a government position until my retirement. Maybe I should have said that, no? That's my dream. It's my long-term goal in life. mean, it's pretty simple, but it's gonna assure them that I'm not gonna quit. And I'm the one to be job hopping. Sorry. But I got damaged even this far. How about closer to home? Man, I don't wanna work for the police. I don't wanna work for the police, man. I gotta change my mindset. Well, you know, that's gonna be really funny. Especially for people who knew me before. Being a wannabe gangster or something. Wanna be a vagabond. You know what? Now I really regret my youth. Damn. No, I think the mindset carried over. No, maybe I really thought that I wasn't gonna make it this far. That's why my life was in Filipino, patapon. Yeah, so very reckless. So very reckless and careless. Oh, not everything. Just the bad ones. Not everything, man. Oh, it's a miracle that we still don't have a loss. Oh, I think we are gonna have one. Oh, nice. LGBT son of. Anyway, yeah, I got a long weekend. Well, I think I've been making my life pretty simple. Just going to work and doing my own laundry, cooking food sometimes, and then just playing video games instead of going out and drinking myself stupid in my room. No. Show yourself, take only what you need from it. Family of trees wanted to be haunted. Gotcha. Frick. Oh wow, I think I got two. I got two of them. Family of trees wanted. Well, you know what part of me is trying to justify really not trying to bargain with people, not trying to negotiate. It's because of resentment. I think most people are very hard to talk to. And I don't know how they will react, so I'm really very careful. Instead of just explain, I make it worse by not even trying. Trees wanted to be haunted. Family of trees. Family of trees wanted to be haunted. Yeah, well, most of them were bad choices. It was a bad idea to be freaking humble in a job interview. I should have shown, trying to do the job and not quit, not leave. Stay. Yep. That was the right answer.
Back.
Good job. You know, I really, well, you can't change the past. I was trying to think, I coulda, shoulda. Those are immaterial now. Yeah, anyway, well, maybe I should really make it a goal, it's just, I'm just viewing it as a possibility. Going back to the solar stuff. Because I see that it is feasible. I'm already doing it partially. So why not upscale it? Why not? Because I'm not willing. Yeah, I think that's the reason I'm not willing. I'm not willing because I'm half-assed. I'm a half-assed person. I don't wanna commit. I don't wanna commit because people will end up ruining my dreams anyway. But that's no excuse.
Terrorists win. We are doing this.
Oh, that's not an excuse for me to decide not to anymore. Not to give up. Giving up. Yeah. No. No, maybe I'm the one talking myself out of things. Out of ambition, no. Damn, that's bad. Like I often say here, they do what they do, but I react the way I react.
Grenade out. Throwing fire. Bomb has been
told that I should have firm beliefs already. That what I do, I just don't wanna express them because I'm trying to be agreeable with people. Especially nowadays. You can't afford to be offensive anymore. Like in a time when people can feel attacked just from someone having a different opinion. Yeah, I'm really trying to be careful. You never know how people will react.
Incendiary. Deploying decoy. Grenade out.
Bomb drop. Bomb drop. Bomb drop again. Good job. Thank you. Good job. Wow, I'm top frag. Nice. .2 I'm considering getting some electrical wire later. But I might end up just staying at home. Oh yeah, and today I don't have plates here in my room, and that's good. Sometimes I would get lazy and I'd have 1, 2 or 3 bowls. Lol. I have 3 bowls in my room. Wow, that's very embarrassing to actually see, but I think I gotta embarrass myself to try to change. Because if I don't, I'm gonna be comfortable with it, and I'm never gonna change. Damn! Oh no. No, anyway, sometimes, when people invite me to go out or hang out, I can't help but think that they're gonna force me to drink liquor. Just like people from my previous workplace. You know, in the end, they were, well, maybe a couple of them were saying sorry, but yeah, I gotta be careful. You never know if a person says, you know, I don't drink as well. And then when they're actually there, you're gonna have some drinks, and then next thing you'll know, they're gonna be forcing you. That's why I gotta be careful. Thanks. Frick. You know, I was rambling. I was rambling about them like a few weeks ago. Do you remember? You know, if you try to break my sobriety, then don't you think it's just fair that I'm gonna laugh at you if I find out that you're the one with the drinking problem now? That's a pretty toxic mindset of mine. See, I'm very judgmental and toxic. I just don't voice it out because that's my idea of decency. You can think whatever you want and believe whatever you want as long as you don't do any crime because of it. Oh, that's what I learned from college and reviewing for the civil service exam. You know, you can be a Satanist for all I know, as long as you're not gonna hurt me or do human sacrifices or anything. And if that's the case, I'd prefer you over a very religious and faithful person who only loves God but doesn't love their fellow beings. You know, try to hurt them. And I mean, some of you guys are Americans, and you know, I'd like to think that I'm more American than, you know, in my mind, you know, I'm more American than some of the people who actually want to go there. I mean, some people who I know want to go to the US. And it's like, they have a very convoluted idea of liberty. It's as if they're the only ones who deserve it. Yeah, man. Yeah. No. That's probably why. Yeah, I think immigration officers can detect that. Yeah, in my mind, I'm already attacking certain people. You know, I'm thinking bad thoughts about those people. You know, that's why they that's why they never get approved. That's why their visas never get approved. Man, see how toxic I can be in my mind. Lol. Man, I'm so bad right now in my mind. That's probably why they never get their visas approved. Damn. I'm so bad right now, man. I'm so toxic right now. Meow meow. You know, if I said that to their face, I don't know. Ano eh. But I know someone who preaches against meddling in other people's affairs. But they're the ones who are doing it, like always. Man, I just wanna give up on those people. Man, that's what they want. Whatever, man. It's not like telling them about it will change them. You know, I'm actually not the kind of person who would censor. You know, I'd let you just, yeah, and I'm gonna listen as much as I can, then decide how much of what you're saying is something I believe in or agree with, no? But I think censorship is just dumb. Although I censor myself. LOL. You see, I don't like to express myself. For that very reason. I don't wanna be the influence, good or bad. That's because I know that I'm not always right. It's because I know that I can be wrong. And some people don't. Some people think they're always right. And now I don't know if there's any helping them. That's why we have extremists. No, I don't want to be like that. You know, maybe in some ways I am, but I don't try to impose my ways upon others. And you can tell when people are trying to do that. That's why. But I'm gonna go back to like bashing them, no? I'm just bashing those kinds of people at this point. I'm gonna say again, no? That's why they never get their visas approved. Because the immigration officers know that they're not a good fit. Not even for the French standards of... I mean, you know... Liberty, equality, and fraternity. Man, some people have a very convoluted idea of those. I don't know why. And I don't know if they're just telling themselves that, or they're really indoctrinated. No, I just wanna go back to, you know, about censorship. Why would you silence someone if you know that, if you truly believe that they're wrong? Don't you think that people will also see that they're wrong? Well, the reason why history keeps on repeating itself is because of all the censorship. Making society forget. And then history repeats itself. Because we never learn. We never learn because we keep on erasing it. No. Why would you destroy the statues and the monuments? And you shouldn't let, I think you should let the coming generations see and know and learn. And censorship is for unlearning. Although, you know, when I was actively drinking, I like to Philippinize stuff. I used to be one of those people.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, you know, you know, I think I'm a pretty fair, proponent of freedom of speech, as long as it's not to the point of what's the vocal one? Is it slander or libel? And that it's not verbal assault. Although I think you know, I used to be like that, verbal assault. You know, being a drunkard.
Activating the bomb. Let's throw in a grenade. Throwing a flashback. Terrorists win.
Good job. You know, one pretty interesting thing is I never really got into trash talking in games. I just never saw the point of it. Hyping, you know, I like to hype. You know, even in the music scene, I don't know why some bands or artists would talk trash about others. And if all you do is like talk trash and never give credit where it's due, I don't think I don't wanna hang around with you.
Terrorists win.
Why would I hang around with someone who only talks about other people? You know, I think I was pretty dumb. No. I think I did something dumb 1 or 2 weeks ago. someone was talking about their life goals, and then I asked a stupid question. It's like I'm questioning their. It's like I'm questioning or doubting their goals in life, and that's very wrong, man. But I wasn't thinking at the time, and I didn't mean it. You know, I should have just listened and not talk, you know. I got used to some people who would always be naysayers. You know, I think they're doing it on purpose. And can't really do much about those people anymore. You know, I have the habit of just making jokes of myself, but I try not to do it onto others. I'm gonna be clowning around, but I don't wanna make others look like the clown. Oh, sometimes I'd say that what they're doing is making me laugh. What they're saying is making me laugh. You know, that's on me. I find it funny. I'm not saying they're funny or laughable. You know, in Filipino, katawa-tawa. Yeah, I never wanna say that about anyone. Katawa-tawa. Man, I always wanna laugh along with them, not laugh at them. Although earlier, yeah, some people. When it's innocent, and they're not harming anyone, it's pretty funny. Tatawa ako sa kanya. Diskarte. It's pretty funny what a person was doing earlier. At the end of the day, he is like hassling the freaking something. But the only person he's cheating is himself. You know, I can relate to that. I can relate to that, and I wanna laugh at myself. And not in a very condescending way, but in a what is you doing kind of way. What is you doing, man? What is you doing?
Incendiary! Grenade out. Decoy.
I think that's the kind of humor I like. What is you doing, man? Or what the hell? Especially if there's no harm done, and that's my favorite. weekend and I'm tempted. I'm tempted to like do a long stream right now. And hell yeah, it's like you always do a status report, right? My solar setup is pretty charged up, and it's a good day. It's not very sunny, but it's still a good day. Frick, we lost. I'm second, top 2. And top frag in the previous game. Keep on updating everything. While that updates, and I was talking to someone earlier, and I said that I wanted to play on Sunday. I'm a freaking complainer, but I gotta admit, I'm gonna admit that I'm the snowflake. Because I feel like the other people are toxic just because they're doing their best. No. Probably the way they speak. Always gotta look at myself first. Anyway, what should be happening is I'm gonna be playing single player, and then Dota 2 should be updating. Yep. Man, you know what? My room is messy. That's why I can't really show anyone. No, I can't even show off my solar setup like completely because it's messy. Not the area around it. And I think it's gonna be 3 years ago. It's pretty good that I actually decided to paint my wall. No, at least the one behind me. It's no longer like dirty white. No, it's just white. And during my time working from home, I can actually show people my nice white wall. Although my shelf is pretty dirty. No, not dirty, messy. messy with all the wires and all the tools. Yeah, I remember painting the plank of wood I'm using as a shelf. Yeah. Really dumb memory though. I actually had a headache. I got a headache because I painted it with, I think, enamel or oil based, and then placed it in my room. I know I got dizzy. No, during that time I was going to recovery meetings. I know I mentioned it. Damn, bro. And I think the reason why I allowed myself to be that negligent is because I was preoccupied. I was preoccupied with rushing life. I wasn't living in the moment. Oh no, I was getting stuff done. Painting. That's why I'm pretty proud to show you guys my white wall. And some videos. It used to be dirty white. I don't know when it was last painted, maybe in the 80s, even earlier. Anyway, let me get my P226, so I'm fidgeting something while waiting for this. Yeah, I love this thing. I still have my 2019 magazine. Although it's so worn out. Yeah, it's so worn out, it wouldn't lock the slide anymore. My other magazines would still do, especially the very new one. See, I already have four 6-hour magazines over the years. I really love this thing. I'm so glad I didn't get a Glock or a... Well, I have a high kappa, but I don't regret getting a SIG for my first. 5 years later, I got the high kappa. Yeah, this thing, I love this thing, man. Sometimes I'm thinking about getting a garter slide. I really want a, real aluminum one, not a zinc alloy one. like stock. But the last time I checked, it almost costed the same price as the whole thing, just for the slide. I think slide and frame, slide, whatever. And now part of me is thinking maybe it's not aluminum, maybe it's zinc alloy or something. And what a sham. If they're gonna put something on the description, you know, at least be truthful.
Elspeth von Draken, rider of the dragon Encom. When Gelt looks upon me, he stares. Perhaps he fears me, or lusts after my power over death. The Empire stands on the bodies of the dead. Strip the battlefield.
Yeah, this is a pretty boring game, but it's what I can think of right now. Should I put skills? I mean spells. Upkeep minus.
Engineer.
It's pretty boring. Maybe
I foresee great.
yesterday I slept
Bring darkness upon our foes.
immediately when I got home, and then I slept some more in the afternoon. Yeah, I think yesterday was great. Well, maybe I should stop being an enabler, or not calling people out on their shit and making them worse. I don't know why I am an enabler. It's not that I don't care, you know, I value people's opinions. The problem is I just let them go. And there are lots of people who don't want to be contradicted or corrected, so that's my excuse. That's my rationale.
Magistrates.
You never know. You never know if they're one of those people who don't like to be corrected. One of those people who don't want to learn. See, I keep on saying,
Lady of Nome.
being unteachable. Being unteachable is often more about attitude rather than cognitive ability. It's not that they can't, it's that they don't want to. And I can relate to that. Every time I say it's really hard to change, I know what I can do to change, but it's so hard because I don't wanna. Because it's uncomfortable.
Bring me law and lost wisdom, and I shall treat with you well.
And I wanna stay where I'm comfortable. I wanna stay in my comfort zone. Even if it means avoiding people. Because that way I'm gonna be avoiding, I don't know, responsibility. Even the small ones. Even the responsibility of expressing myself. I don't know. I don't know which one is the excuse.
Outcast guardian.
Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, or I don't wanna admit.
Time cannot be resisted. As a spectre,
Then am I,
with the living.
yeah, I'm thinking, am I lazy or am I a coward? Maybe both. I think both. Or am I just very considerate?
Von Draken.
Yeah,
awaiting your pleasure.
you know, if I settle with that explanation, I'm never gonna change. It's because I'm considerate. Or because I'm a suck up. Yeah, I think that's the reason why. Yeah, I think that's the bottom line. Freaking suck. Okay, but there's a contradiction to that. You know, when people are fighting, when people are doing something like over the top, I would usually, try to stop them. Because I don't want us to get into trouble. No, I try to hush people. Shh. Or get them to stop what they're doing. Because I'm afraid of the consequences. So yeah, I'm not totally a suck. Yeah, I think my takeaway for today is to... I don't know.
I have no reason to welcome you.
I don't know, maybe eating ko. Maybe I don't know. Damn, I'm sounding like that person I was. You know, I was not really making fun of. Maybe I was just enjoying their behavior. I'm enjoying it, but not at their expense. Maybe it won't be at their expense because I'm enabling them, no? Enabling them with the stupidity. Being half-ass. Yeah, man. That makes me feel like more like an enabler again. Yes, I didn't do nothing. I didn't even try to make them better. I just allowed them to continue. No. Yeah, and I can relate with them.
Dark clouds gather. A fine day beckons.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking they're a procrastinator. In a way, half-assed like I am. Same but different. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring this. On Sunday. Lashing out with my words here earlier. Whack. I really gotta...
It will rain death.
What's this? Iron sights. Wow. No. Okay. That's gonna make it more enjoyable.
I will not.
Now I wanna test it. Yeah, that's my takeaway for today. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know.
For Sigma and Verena. Bring them death. We are the strength of the Empire.
And I think I'm gonna get some of the spaghetti I made. Hold on.
The dead are thick about you. Welcome. You have thoughts on Imperial matters? More will welcome them.
Great cannon!
Elspeth von Drachen! To the skies! Forthwith!
For the Emperor! Moving now! In the name of the twin-tailed comet! By Ulrich, drop! Enemy wizard! The Empire endures! Keep your heads down!
That was pretty easy. Excuse me. I'll wipe out. That was pretty awesome to watch. Yo, that was good and meaty. Oh man. And this taking so long. So I don't like it. Yeah, let's just say this, then I can end the stream. Yo, 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 yo. Then I'm gonna drink some water. Yeah, yo. And then I think I'm gonna go to sleep. Go to sleep or watch something on my phone. You know, I still haven't finished. Oh, not really finished. Have I ever even started? Yeah, I think I've started. I don't want to mention which anime. Although I think I'm gonna go back to watching, Oz. I think it's James Franco. I think it's James Franco. The what they call that one? I'm not sure though. I haven't gotten back to it, and I don't know if his name is James Franco.
Take everything. Make an example.
Anyway, let's check this. I should have done. Yep, it's done. Excuse me. Explode. Yeah, I want this one. Exploding bullets. Interference tactics. Yep. I think watching and listening I can still sleep. Alright, now I don't know if I'm gonna watch Oz or some anime. Well, thank you so much for coming. Have a long weekend. Bye bye. See ya. Maybe tomorrow or I think it's gonna be Sunday night for the US. Yeah. See ya. Bye bye.